Yes, it is a very significant event. But I think there are two things to bear in mind in terms of Indian market performance. Probably the most important event has been how well tapering was in the markets, in terms of we've seen bond markets globally rallying, we've seen very strong inflows into EM debt instruments, and that's allowed the fragile five, the current account deficit economies, to have a much more benign environment than was feared around tapering. And you've seen this in the performance of the currency, the increase in the FX reserves. And what that means for Indian policymakers is it's the internal dynamics they have to focus on rather than external dynamics, which was a big feature of the second half of last year. Now, from that being the main driver of markets through to March, politics is the key thing, and particularly the expectation of a change in government, and a government that there is a belief, if there is a change in government, that there will be a more effective government, make decisions faster, and allow many of these projects that have been delayed to be carried out. Effective administration. This is rapid decision-making, consistent decision-making, transparency. That's what we're really after. It's the delivery that we've seen perhaps in Gujarat. I mean, talking about another country, Indonesia, there's hope that the new president will be Jokowi, who's been very effective as governor of Jakarta. So it's this effective manager that people are after rather than grand reform. Now, with regards to reform, what we'd like to see is a continuation of the current government's success in reducing the fiscal deficit, which was a policy that began when India was threatened with a rating downgrade. And a key part of that is going to be passing VAT. Yeah, I actually think that emerging markets have started a new bull market, and it's led by markets such as India. Ultimately, though, bull markets are dependent on good underlying fundamentals, and that does require the delivery of good policy. So I'm optimistic at this point, but clearly the market will need to judge the actions rather than just speculate on what could happen.